You try to trust God, but something inside you won't let go. You pull harder against the unknown, resisting the very peace you seek. You still want control over every single thread of your life. Letting go feels dangerous, like stepping into a dark and empty room. What if things go wrong? What if everything simply falls apart? What if you lose everything? The fear of loss keeps you awake. What if it doesn't work out? The noise of failure is everywhere. Your mind starts racing, trying to solve problems that haven't happened. You try to predict everything, mapping every path, but the map is blank. You are trying to stay safe, building a fortress out of your worries, trying to control outcomes, pushing for a result you cannot reach. But the more you hold, the tighter you grip, the more it slips. The heavier it feels, a burden of lead in your chest. It becomes hard to breathe under the weight of your own hands, and you feel stuck in a net of noise, wanting to break free. You think about every possibility, searching every corner for a hidden trap. Every outcome, every what if that could ever be. Every risk, a million dangers that keep you awake. You try to prepare for everything, building walls to stay safe. So nothing surprises you, no sudden storms to break you. So nothing hurts you, guarding your heart with white knuckles. So nothing goes wrong, checking the path again and again. But it never feels enough. The void is still there. Your mind keeps going, running a race with no finish. Again and again, circling the same fear in the dark. Even when you're exhausted, the static refuses to settle. Even when you want peace, the room stays too loud. You can't stop controlling, gripping the world with tired hands. Because control feels safe, a cage you built yourself. But it also traps you in a future that hasn't happened. You feel stuck between trust and fear, a heavy spiritual fog. Wanting peace, a quiet place to lay down, but afraid to let go, afraid of the fall. That's the struggle, the silent war in your chest. You're in right now, lost in the noise, and you still feel stuck. But here's the truth, a secret your mind is finally seeing. Control is not safety. It is only an illusion of rest. It is actually fear, a shadow behind every thought. Fear of uncertainty, the parts of life you cannot see. Fear of losing control, of letting the world just spin. Fear of what might happen if you let your guard down. So your mind tries to control everything by working overtime to protect you from a future it cannot solve. But it creates pressure, a heavy weight in your chest. It brings noise, not peace, pushing the rest further away. That's why you feel overwhelmed and so tired today. That's why you can't relax, even when it's quiet. because control isn't working. It's not the answer you need. It is only exhausting you, draining your spirit every single day. Instead of freeing you, it keeps you locked inside. So what actually brings you peace? Is it control? It is not control or having all the right answers. It is found in the simple act of release. Letting go does not mean you are losing. It actually means you are choosing to trust. Trust is not having every answer right now. It is being okay even without knowing the end. Even when you cannot understand the plan. Even when life feels unstable and uncertain. You do not need to control every single thing. You were never meant to carry it. That pressure you are feeling can finally end. It was never yours to hold alone. You are allowed to let it all go. You do not have to do this perfectly. Just come exactly as you are today. This is where real trust finally begins. It is not found in control or power. It is found in the beauty of surrender. That is the shift that changes everything. Open your hands now. Let the grip loosen and simply release it. Every single fear that has weighed you down, drifting away. Every planned outcome, every worry about tomorrow, fading into the light. Every heavy what if is being replaced by a soft, gentle flow. You don't have to carry it. This burden is not yours. Just come and rest. Not anymore, because the light is spreading and you are safe. Let go of needing control, finding a still center where you can just be. Let go of needing certainty, opening the space for something new. Let go of forcing answers, letting the calm deepen in your soul. Trust doesn't force its way. It is a quiet invitation into a warm presence. It simply releases, letting the pressure fall until there is no tension. That's where peace starts, in the quiet environment of a stable heart. Not when everything is solved, but right in the middle of the mystery. It begins when you stop holding and let the light surround you gently. You feel lighter now, grounded in a calm you haven't felt in years. Not because life changed or the chaos ended, but because you found clarity. Your stillness is stable now because you chose to finally let go. You stopped controlling the tide and found a balanced flow in the water. You started trusting the hands that hold it all with a calm center. That is the real release, a steady light that never fades away. That is freedom, a peace that is present in every breath. That's where healing begins, in the calm environment of a surrendered spirit. Deep inside you, where the pressure has finally vanished. Not on the outside world, but in the full stability of your heart. Within, where you are whole and you are loved. Now something changes, a quiet shift deep inside your heart. Your mind slows down, the static fades, into a gentle hum. It is not forced, a soft glow that simply belongs. It is natural, like a breath, returning to rest. Because you stop fighting, letting the noise finally settle. You stopped controlling, opening the door to the light. And you started trusting, leaning into the quiet strength. Little by little, the fragments become whole again. You feel peace, a deep calm that is here to stay. Even if it's quiet, it is strong and full of life. Even if it's slow, you are moving toward the sun. This is real, a light that never leaves you. You are healing, mending the wounds with soft grace. From the inside, where the truth finally lives. Not the outside, just the soul finding its way. You are growing, reaching out like a new leaf. Growing in trust, finding a place to be safe. Growing in surrender, letting go of the weight. Growing in peace, stable and sure in the light. That is the change, a new rhythm for your life. A change that lasts, steady and firm, through it all. Not temporary, but a foundation of true rest. This is real, a quiet glow that remains. And it is growing, filling every space with hope. Deep within you, you are home in the calm. And slowly, the space begins to feel right again. Everything becomes quiet. The noise has finally settled. Not empty, but full of a quiet light, but peaceful, resting in the safety of grace. Your mind is still there, but the storm has passed. But it is not controlling you anymore. You're not chasing thoughts, letting them simply be. You're observing them, watching the waves from the shore, letting them pass like clouds drifting in the wind. Without holding, you are just here. You feel supported, held by a steady hand. Even in silence, you are never truly alone. You feel grounded, standing firm on solid ground. Not overwhelmed, just clear and calm today. You feel peace, deep and unshaken. Real peace that doesn't fade away. Not forced, a natural breath in the light. Not temporary, but a truth that stays, but real and steady in your soul. And real, welcome to the quiet rest. You were never meant to control everything, so rest now. That's why it felt so heavy on your heart. That's why it never truly worked until today. Trust is not knowing every single detail ahead. It is simply choosing to let go. Anyway, even in the middle of uncertainty, stay still. Even when the room is silent, you are safe. You release control and fall into the light. And you finally find the peace you needed. Finally, the noise is gone.